PE2, Professor as to PE3, PE2, please let me just continue your active participation reminder to this last part of your general PE. No? Although this is the last general PE that you will be taking for this term, no, please continue with, of course, your desire to go for a very good fitness status. No? So this is actually the very essence of Path Fit courses. No? Your journey in attaining fitness does not end, of course, after your general PE courses. This is supposed to be a lifetime commitment. So, and this is part of what PE3 would like to address, that after PE3, ma-instill na sa inyo ang lifetime commitment sa inyong attainment to fitness. Okay. Before I'm gonna start sharing some of the basic information, orientation of the course, let me just share with you the list, the official list, those who are officially enrolled to the PWebs. You might be missing the right procedure, kay basig wala nagawas ang pangalan. At least by this time, you're aware that you really are officially enrolled. No? Let me just share again the screen. This is to ensure that you are actually in the list. I believe you are 47, right? Kasi kani mayor, class mayor is kisa na yung
49. Yes, sir.
Ay, 49, tama. So,
yes,
can I just read one by one? Just affirm by saying yes, good morning, or whatever is after sa inyong pangalan, no? Is Christian by around?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Thank you. Apollo. Good morning. Axel Ray Bilonio. Nasa Axel? Wala pa nakasulot.
Sir, good morning, sir. Kabilin, sir.
Okay. Kagisa Clark Dave.
Good morning, sir.
Kane Mark Iron.
Morning, sir.
Kim Glenson.
Morning, sir.
Okay. Robelius James Bryan.
Good morning, sir.
8 kalalaki, complete tanan, walay nabilin, nailalimtan. Wala, no. Let's move to the females. Agata, Pia Jessica.
Good morning,
sorry,
sir.
Agamata. Amor Sara.
Good morning, sir.
Arangoso Trisil.
Mayong bungkag, Sir Char. Good morning, sir.
Bali Scarlett.
Good morning, sir.
Barrios Fatima.
Present, sir.
Patinganga Rogine.
Good morning, sir.
Botinganga Hane.
Good
Tama
morning,
ba?
sir. Yes, sir.
Isa
Botinganga.
Batinganga, ang isa Botinganga.
Yes.
Sige. Bulado Marian. Si Marian? Wala. Sina, Shisney.
Good morning, sir.
Tama ba, Shisney?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. De La Cruz, Angel. Angel? Nasaan ang ating anghel? Hindi pa. Mary Ann De La Cruz.
Present, sir.
Kung saan mo ni Angel, Mary Ann?
Wala, sir. Wala.
Pedora. O sige. Si Sir Job, ikaw saan mo?
Wala.
Maestro. Maestro lang ninyo. Ditalo Donna Lane.
Present, sir.
Entrada Eva.
Present, sir.
Ano naman kakaroon ni Ivana? Nakasarasasan? Or napakasibo? Na nakasarasasan?
Dati, sir. Ikaw na, sir.
Okay. Falca Santos Ane.
Present, sir.
Faura May.
Present, sir.
Floris Rosemary.
Good morning, sir.
Galopi May.
Present, sir.
Emmanuel Love.
Na, sir.
O Aina. Go, go, go. Nasa sigaw. Go. Huesca. Wala sigaw, no? Huesca Quesa. Wala pa po.
Sir, nasi go, sir. Pero yung mic is dili ma-open.
Ay na din. Nag-message. Sorry. Sige, Huesca Quesa. Wala si Quesa. Handayan Christy.
Present, sir.
Lau Lorraine.
Present, sir.
Tulis.
Present.
Mahusay Sherilyn.
Present, sir.
Tama ba Sherilyn, no? Mahusay.
Apo.
Okay, thank you. Makiring April Joy.
Present, sir.
Nalingin Jenny.
Good morning po, present.
Kimanti Syra.
Present, sir.
Manzanas Kimberly. Nas Kimberly. Wala pa.
Wala siya, sir.
Maravilla. Kayla.
Present, sir.
Marteleno Fiana. Na si Fiana? Wala pa po. Hanilet Mayola.
Present, sir.
Justine Aquila.
Good morning, sir.
Ria May Orcolio.
Present, sir.
Juan Pablo. Wala pa si Yvonne?
Morning, sir. Present.
Okay. Fermilin Parpan.
Good morning, sir.
Imika. Tama ba Imika Ralpal? Imika. Tama, Mik? Imika. Ano ba si Imika? Wala. Romalyn. Is Romalyn around? Wala po. Almera. Salisi.
Good morning, sir.
Ruby Jean.
Present, sir.
Liza Joy Suson.
Present, sir. Here.
And we have
Good morning.
Lian Villar.
Present, sir.
Tama, 49, no? Kamong tanan. Kasi gani class mayor, sorry, I forgot.
Ako po, sir. Fatima
Ay,
Barrios
Fatima.
po.
So, okay ning 49 tanan, Fatima, no?
Yes, sir.
So, very good. You're officially enrolled. 4911. Okay, I can just stop my sharing. Okay, at least, klaro nga natitak ang iyong pangalan sa PWebs, meaning you're officially enrolled with this term. Okay, so this term, this will, again, as I've said, this will be your last General PE course. And this is Path Fit 3. Let me just share with you our site, which later I'll be sharing with you the link so you can access the materials within our site. Again, we will be using Google Site for the materials, for you to be able to have all the materials needed for the course. And we'll make use another platform, the Google Classroom. I'll be giving you the code later so that everybody can enroll. The very purpose of that platform is for you to submit all the necessary major assessment tasks that you need to submit. So you're gonna have to submit that through our Google Classroom. You might be asking, sir, pwede na sa Facebook Messenger? Kanang sa kadaghan man gud basig ma-miss na ako ang imong gi-submit. So better have it in the classroom. Naman dito ang mga task. Task 1, 2, 3, 4, depende kung asa tama ng atong major assessment task. You just go through with the task. The course, task will be stipulated in our classroom para mas matuod ninyo kung asa siya dapat ilabay, no? And of course, we'll be using our official GC account for sa Messenger for asynchronous na mga situations where somebody can ask, some can post some concerns and clarifications there, no? and we'll be making use of Zoom platform, no, for our usual synchronous, no. Good ba siya or okay na sa inyo nga online lang gyapon ta, because we are actually offering limited face-to-face, but that limited in-person face-to-face will only be true to our second year, third year, and fourth year. So basically, kamutan object, all your courses with this term will still be in an online, no? Asynchronous o synchronous ng gyapon ng atong pamaagi. Why? Because of the limited classrooms that we have in the campus. Kabisag ang second year, third year, naka-assign na siya karong nga week, second year lang ang tanang manulod. No, the following week is mga third year lang pud ang manulod. Ingana ang setup. Dili tanan makasulod dito kay napay magipang trabaho nga mga rooms. More or less by next year siguro ma-okay na. Anyway, last term naman po ninyo, magkita na tapuhon dito sa PN ninyo in person. But by this time, let us still have this set up. Murag na ana naman po mo, no? Usahay mo kayong gani ko, mas okay naman gani noon ang online, as we can be free from, no, kanang mag-commute, labi na kung mag-commute ka, kanang malate ka, kanang mga hassles, no? Maayo man ang pagmata, ang uban gani murag mapay pagmata, nagigda pa, you can still have this time. No, ang kaning second year o third year, ang kamot na dyan sila mabatag sa'yo, kay kinahanglan mo ito ng PNU. But nevertheless, we are still hoping for the best by next school year nga full-blown na ano dyan sa PNU. No? As we wish to end the pandemic. Nagkarakad kong nayaw-yaw, let me just start sharing our link. Can you now see my screen? Okay, so I know you're familiar with this, no? As we are using actually this one the first term nag-handle ko sa inyong T1. Huh? What is in the homepage, basically, dili na ito makita ang kanyang mga information. Let me just focus on the course description as I would like to discuss this in the group. No? Again, this is 2PHADO 3, Path Fit 3, Physical Activities towards Health and Fitness 3. That will focuses on menu of dance, sports, martial arts, group exercise, outdoor, and you can choose for you to have a hands-on experience. Looking into the course description, the course will give the students hands-on experience with a variety of physical activities. That's why you have a lot of physical activities that you can go into. Kung dili pwede mag-dance, then basically you could go to sports. If dili kaayo into sports, you could go to martial arts. Or even go with the basics ng group exercise, or itong mga adventurous ng mga katauhan, you could go for an outdoor and adventure ng mga activities. These are just options na pwede mong pilian in this particular course to have that hands-on experience. When we say hands-on experience, you really have to partake into these specifics. Kaya na yung mga utana, sir, pwede ba nga ang akong picture nga gamiton ka nang magkuha lang ko sa internet? Nga, di naman na mao kay di man ka mao ang nag-perform. Di man ikaw ang naa didto. Suppose, pag ikaw gani moingon, mo claim nga, I am doing this activity, sir. It should be evidence-based na i-picture, makita sa collage, na you are actually doing it, no? Kay ikaw man ang naa sa picture. Nakuha ba? Buot pa sabot, evidence-based ta for you to be able to have that good grade nga. Ang pinaka-sense ng mag-good is dapat maka-provide ko og ebidensya nga ikaw ang nagtrabaho. Ana. Remember, we cannot look into your specifics sa mga details individual ninyo because we are in this setup. Naka-online man ta, dili na ako ma-monitor if you are actually doing it, no? Respectively sa inyong matag balay. Ang pinaka-ebidensya lang nga maka-prove nga you are actually doing it is through your output ng mga evidences. That's why we are asking of pictures, we're asking of video clips, short video clips of certain activities na nag-require o kinahanglan na i-ebidensya just for us to make sure that you're actually doing the activity. Nakuha ba na? This is, of course, the purpose of having this is padayon gyapon na what you are actually doing in PE1 and PE2 and in the last stage is for you to improve your health via active participation and involvement. Because the only way to develop your fitness is through active participation. Dili siya pwede nga imaginon lang, di siya pwede nga pakatulugon lang, di siya pwede nga interwritten output lang. Maayo kayong plano, you have all the activities written down in there, but patulog lang, kay ikaw po natulog na po. You are actually not doing it the thing na dapat imong buhaton, no? Depende kung asa nimo siya dapat iibutang in your week-long nga panginabuhi, no? Make it a habit that at least in a week you spare enough time where and when are you going to do the activity. Kaya ang unang-una mong good nga makamotivate nato is the proper timing, the proper venue, and of course your desire to achieve that so-called fitness na dapat holistic ang approach, no? Students will also be able to pick from a variety of arts and group exercises. By this time, kung hilig kayo ka into dance, there are a lot of dance genre you can look into and try for you to participate. Kung mahilig ka into ballroom dances or social dances, then go for it. If you are into hip-hop nga genre, then go for it. If you are into popular dance, then go for it. And if you are into folk dancing, then have it as your participant in this particular course. Ang bulinaw ni Labay. Mabati? Nagbaligya pero bulinaw si Manang Kuan. Nagkarog-kurog ang okay, sorry for that. Ako sa gimute kadali ka ang bulinaw ni Labay. Are you still there? Huy, napa ba mo diha?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wala na nabasa ang bulinaw. Nawala na si bulinaw again. Ara. If you're into sports, do not limit your idea nga. Kinahanglan kanila kay maurag gibutang dito sa libro. Kung dili, you can have options depende kung unsay imong hilig o available po ang facilities and equipment dira sa inyong locality, no? Kung kaya ra mag-badminton, then mag-badminton. If you push na pwede nimo trabahoon, ha? Kay mao naman gud na ang bikil dayon karon nga dili ka ganahan, you are not motivated because you are forced to do the activity. The very theme of P3 is recreational activities lang siya. When we say recreational activities, it's just simply be a part of your spare time nga gusto lang ka maglingaw. No? Maglingaw, pero you're actually developing your fitness level. And at the same time, you're starting to build that kanabang lifestyle inyo nga imo na nang bitbiton throughout your life. Mag-start na ang diri kay graduhan pero hoping nga bisag wala ni grado, you can still move with that particular mga activities, no? Katong mga mahilig og group exercises, mga courses, may it be a Zumba class, may it be a yoga class, may it be a basic aerobic class which is naa sa inyong locality ang organization, no? Say for example in San Francisco, na usual nga Zumba class nga mahitabo, no? That time nga napa ko dida is we still participate that Zumba class nga nasa Gaisano, no? Na actually put mga establishment nga naa didto ang klase, no? You just pay a minimal amount, no? Of course kay namo jud yung mga minimal amount, no? Or if you are into kanang mga gym nga nag-offer og mga exercise routine nga napoy minimal, these are things nga pwede mo actually isulod na which you think you consider as an activity that will develop your fitness. So kani ang mga chances, kani ang mga options nga pwede ninyong trabahoon in this particular course. No, I hope you are guided with this. Learners will be able to improve your fitness through, of course, the numerous physical activities presented in the course, which will be used in conjunction with the solving model. The very focus of this course is in conjunction with, although this is not limited to sports and game, mga activities, kaya pwede man into dance and other outdoor activities, but generally we call it sports and game activities or other physical activities for lifelong value-based education. And that's solving model. Again, sports and game activities for lifelong value-based education. Lifelong value-based education because we want to instill in you that value, no? Isa sa mga components sa lifelong value-based education is your consideration to your health education. It's a lifetime commitment, mind you. Does not stop until mag-PE3 mahuman. Because our health commitment, whether we like it or not, ma-professional naman ka, kwartahan naman ka, maningkamot pa manghapon ta sa atong kinabuhi, ang health dapat partner nato. We have to have that in mind na whatever is our endeavors from time to time in our daily basis, dapat kakibat nila nga healthy ta. Kaya mag-unsa man ang atong mga pangandoy pohon if we are actually at risk of becoming sickly kay wala nato naptagaan og pansin ang atong health status. So that's basically the very purpose of the solving model, why we introduce all this menu of physical activities to choose na inyong adtuan, because we believe that by participating and by doing such, you will be actually in a right path to provide with you that good health and wellness. Of course, we will not be limited to the solving model because still part of your fitness development is katong mga principles about fitness, the parameters that you need to consider, katong mga exercise routines and programs, and even good eating principles dapat ma-incorporate ng gyapon na tanan. Katong na-learning nyo from PE1, PE2, ma-embrace ng gyapon ni sa atong PE3 because all this matters when we are into active physical activity engagement. Dili pwede mapabayaan ang correct na pagkaon, mga principles, para guided mo that you are doing the right way. Di man pwede magsige lang kag-exercise, sige lang kag-sports na wala kay klarong pagkaon. Pwede sige lang kag-kaon, wala kay trabaho. And you forget all these fitness and exercises principles. This will also highlight the chance for the students to practice gender equality and sensitivity. As a multicultural education hub, that consideration, you have to be very sensitive, and gender equality should also be a practice in you. Remember that you will be future teachers of the country, that you have to be very diversity. Kinahanglan diri palang daan ato na masugdan. Active participation to sports encourages you to develop gender equality and sensitivity. That doesn't mean ang basketball puro lang na pang lalaki. Kaysa panahon karon ang basketball kaya na pasatanan, di ba? We have to stop the idea katong kanabang ilimit na to ang sport or ang activity nga. Ay pagsayaw kay ayo or maunsa kang lalaki ka. Does it affect your gender because you are actually doing this activity? That's the question there. No? Or sa katong pag-istorya nimo, sensitive ba ka sa feelings niya nga? By just telling this, are you actually promoting gender sensitivity? So these are actually things that matters a lot. Mas ma-improve na siya tanan because this can only be possibly be kanabang ma-experience ninyo if you are actually with a group of people. Kay dili man good maayo ang imong active participation kung ikaw rapod. Mas maayo daw nang you have to take chances to be with other people. Remember, the challenge during a course is for you to be able to reach out to your community. last sentence of the course description, di ko ang nagbuhat ani kung dili mo dyan ang course description. The PNU Wellness Dance exercise will be available for students to share in the community as a form. We will start with this simple wellness dance exercise nga dapat imo siyang mabitbit sa community. Be part of the change nga dapat dili lang sa imong kaugalingon kundi you can also be a change provider and advocate sa inyong community. So kinahanglan ba nga tibok barangay akong apilon? You can start with your family. You can start with your nearby mga relatives nga naarap pulo sa inyong balay. Kay gikinahanglan ang imong na-learn, ang imong gusto ma-achieve, imo siyang ma-share sa inyong mga silingang dapit as a form of physical activity and social responsibility. You're being a teacher, why you enrolled in PNU? Kay mo nganong nag-PNU ka kay gusto ka mag-teacher. You're being a teacher, no? Naana siya kanamang corresponding responsibility, your social responsibility. It doesn't mean nga, sir, mag-math major mo ko in the future, sir, mag-English major mo ko in the future. Dili na nimo apilon ang health education nga component. Kaya even if you are a math major, you still have to, to share and be able to educate your learners in the future about these matters, health-related matters. Your social responsibility that does not limit to your field of concentration or your field. No, kay dapat bisag bagani mao ni ang reality mga bata. Bisag bagani math ka in the field tapos nabutang ka sa eskwelahan nga walay English teacher, sometimes magiging English teacher ka. Na eskwelahan nga puro pod English, usahay makatudlo kag Filipino. You might as well be teaching mape, no? That is why your learnings from all this general PE might as well be your gauge in, kanabang inyo na siyang bitbiton nga bag full of, di ba, kanang mga sources na later on magamit actually na nimo as a source of information when you will be in the actual field. Kay pagabot sa field, dili jud nimo ma-realize ang tanan kung dili nimo dili nimo ma-appreciate ang role of a teacher kung dili nimo na maagihan ng sometimes mag round robin ka sa tanang subject. Good if you will be assigned in kada madag ko mga eskwelahan that kada mag-establish na ang number of faculty about this field, about that concentration, pero kung you will be of course teaching in katong mga small schools nga naara pod taon sa mga remote areas sa lima ra mo dira kabuok unya sa inyong lima di man enough nga inyong di ba inyo rang field ang inyong itudlo kung dili you have to teach other subjects kung man may tabo, no? So let me just tell you this in advance because that is the reality pag-abot ninyo sa field. Lastly, students are required to produce an A-Flex folio at the conclusion of the course that reflects your Path Fit 3 experiences. I know you're not, this is not new to you, kay this is a requirement, usually, not just in P, but I think of all your courses, nga naamoy ka na bang pinaka-portfolio. It's just that electronic ang inyong submission, kay flexible lang mga nagita online, so naging e-flex folio lang ang kumbaga summary of all your journey. Anyway, imo lang man na i-collate ang tanan sa imong experience from the introductory module 1, 2, and 3. Imo lang himbuan og package, i-pack up into one as a portfolio that will reflect the total authentic nga participation nimo sa PE3. Overall, that's how we try to look at the course. I hope you will enjoy because this is still home-based activities. These are still self-directed activities that you will still be doing that alone and by this time with the participation of some of the community members, na pwede nimong paapilon in your advocacies. Okay, moving to the syllabus, you can grab a copy of our course syllabus atong site later. Let me just discuss to you the very detail of the course. Let me just skip on this part because I know you are familiar with that already. So let me just proceed to the very content. let us start with the introductory module. This part of your toolkit will just give you an overview of what is leisure and recreation all about, the basic principles, the definition, and some concepts related to recreation. No? After this, you will just be asked to complete. I will be sending with you, although you can access the link in the toolkit, I will still be sending the link sa atong GC para mas easy ninyo ma-access ang kanyang survey form. No, for you to have this 25 points. Please make sure na maka-screenshot ka because that screenshot will be your evidence nga natapos nimo og trabaho kaning nga gateway assessment. No? These are all self-explanatory, although na yung mga concept po siguro you need me in the next synchronous session to explain. Please don't hesitate to ask that one later or next time around we will have the synchronous session. No? Kung mabasa tapos na yung nalibugan, gusto mong i-broad ang konsepto nga ipa-clarify sa ako, then you can have that later. No? Sa next synchronous. I am actually happy to receive all those mga concerns next synchronous session. No? After lesson 1, then you will be moving to lesson 2, the importance and impact of recreational activities. After lesson 2, you will be asked with the second gateway assessment about a reflection paper into consideration about your learnings and readings about lesson 2. So as simple as that, introductory module has that 25 kayo activities, so 50 points na dahil ang imong mamalikon. After, of course, the introductory module, you can directly proceed to module 1. Now, for you to have that martial arts minung experience, although there are a lot of martial arts na mga activities, we just introduce here, Arnes, the Filipino stick fighting, na dapat ma-experience ninyo kaya this is very cultural. This is very Pinoy, no? Before we move to katong mga European, westernized na mga martial arts, we start to embrace first and let's start our very own martial art. I-love sa nato ni that I hope you will enjoy, no? Your active participation to our NES, no? No worries because there are video clips presented in the toolkit. There are barcodes na inyo lang i-scan for you to see the video clips, no? Para tanawon sa tapos practice for you to be able to comply the required output. Kuan lang man siya, ang pinaka-output niyo sa lesson 1 via participation is kato lang mga picture sa mga kaning imong gitrabaho nga 5 forms of harness, gripping, courtesies, dances, and mga suggested drills na naa dito sa atong toolkit. Picture lang imong kagalingon, have it in a collage form, then you'll have 25 points there. Lesson 2 is the art of stick fighting. Itong combative na og ang anyo. No, na may gihapoy video clip dito, tanawa sa, you can ask assistance from your sa may kailan kung na kay kailan nga mas makahatag sa imong duol o para lang na kay kada ba mapangutan-an na before 25 points, no? Imo lang man i-video ang imong kagalingon nga imong gitrabaho ang mga anyo, showcasing of course the proper grip, courtesy, stance, basic drill, striking, and blocking activities. So that ends for module 1. For module 2, diri na ang madugo nga kadtong menu of activities based on Salvin model. These are actually home-based recreational activities. So you see home-based, clerical error na panay diri sa home. You're free to choose among those menu of physical activities na inyong matuod, no? Kung gusto ka mag-focus ng dance, then subit. Kung gusto ka mag-focus sa sports, then sports. Kung gusto ka mo-focus balik sa martial arts, much better. If you are into mga outdoor recreational activities, wala problema. So these are just options. You might be wondering, sir, kinahanglan jud namo ni tananon or amo jud ning di man ko ganahan mag-badminton, sir, basta mas ganahan ko mag-basketball. So mas ganahan ko mag-volleyball, so go for volleyball. You just choose among this nga pwede nimo trabahoon or a partner kung mas daghan, that's better. Ayaw lang pud og limit sa isa, you can have a combination of 3, 2, not just one, no? Kay para mas active o mas varied ang imong active participation. Sir, pila man ka oras among i-google kung ang inyong basahan ang toolkit, what is provided there, ako na lang ihatag sa inyo ang time duration nga dapat mapurma ni is equivalent to 15 hours siya. When we say 15 hours, so more or less that's equal to 7.5 meetings. Kung 7.5 meetings, dapat isa jud siya halos kabulan nga trabahon. Dili pwede nga imong isubmit nga documentation is one day lang nimo nga participation. Kung dili variety kung pwede, tapos it should be a 1 month long nga participation. 1 month long because after this napamangkay lahi nga buhaton kaning para sa module 3. Ang module 1 kadto more or less budagan na siya sa entire May or magamit nimo ang June. So posible ang kaning nga module nga part, module 2, pwede ka mo start sa June. You can make use the whole month of June para mas relax na dayon. Or kung dili pa kaya kay mas mo focus pa ka sa katong combative part sa martial arts, you can start this part of the module sa July. The whole month of July will be for this part. Para by August, mid or end of July and first week of August, imong matrabaho ang kaning wellness in the community, module 3. Which is, kinahanglan nimo i-share ang PNU wellness dance. Okay, there is a case sometimes na ang pagsayaw is bawal because of some religious belief, and we are actually into consideration about that as a multicultural education hub na atong ginarespeto ang differences o ang diversity nato sa atong beliefs, no? Especially on religious belief. Naay actually duha ka option pag-abot aning wellness in the community. Are there students here? Let me just hear from this group na naay bawal ang pagsayaw because of some religious belief. Let me just hear from this group. Kaya kung wala tayong problema. Na ba? Wait. Okay ra ba sa inyo ang pagsayaw? Wala ba'y problema diri na ba isa or duha diri nga bawal ang pagsayaw? Sir, bawal man sa among relihiyon ang magsayaw. Kay in some sections nga akong na-under is naay actually mga bawal sa ila ang musayaw. So gitagaan ako sila other options. So let me hear from this group kung naaba pod sa inyo ang mga practices.
Sir, na
Yes, kinsa man, Mayor.
na ko'y i-PM sa imo later, sir. Personal mong good siya, sir.
Sige. Okay. No worries about the wellness in the community nga. Kay na do inyong option. Option 1 is you will take the lead to invite members of the family, even siblings pwede ra, or basta kay 5 mo, minimum na ng 5. Kung mas mabakabig nimo ang tibok porok, that's better para mas bibo, di ba? Kana bang labi na kung ikaw pod, I believe there are SK officials din sa inyo kay naman gud na sa inyo dire ang uban nga nag-official SK, active SK. Na pwede ninyo ni magamit ng advocacy ninyo sa inyong barangay. Now, please do share this wellness dance para mas daghan ang maka-experience. Remember, sharing is caring, di ba? You care about them. You share this wellness dance because you believe that this will also enhance their fitness level. Pero kung dili kaya nga ikaw ang mulid kay bawal ang pagsayaw, you opt to option B. What is option B? Kung basahin niyo ang toolkit, maghimo lang kag advocacy pamphlet. Information lang siya. So, make use of wellness dance ng gapon pero in a form of information. Maghimo kag pamphlet nga pwede nimo ma-distribute sa inyong community nga basaw na lang nila, tapos you can just include there the link na kung gusto nila tanong ng video o gusto nila iawaton ang wellness dance, so sila na. Dili na ikaw ang mulid, kung dili, you will just provide with them pamphlet. Information lang kataman. Information drive about wellness dance in your community. So dili ka mo sayaw, it's just that naghimo lang kag information material for them to read and be informed that these are actually things that will also enhance their fitness. So in that way, no, bisag wala ka nag-perform, wala ni magipasayaw, ang information nga nakasulod dito sa pamphlet nga imong gibuhat is enough for you to be an advocate of wellness, not just in yourself, but of course in your community. I hope nga klaro na siya nga options, no? Para wala tayong problema sa issue about katong option A nga kinahanglan mo sayaw ka, no? Kay other activities kaya naman nimo ang sports, kaya naman nimo ang outdoor nga mga activities, no? So di lang manggod sa dance ang problema. So kato ang atong option gihimo jud na sa module 3 nga option because we are into consideration about ng atong mga practices. So I hope that's clear, no? Last part of the module is kadto ng e-flexfolio yung buhaton. So everything imong trabaho about e-flexfolio, the details of that are found sa atong module 4, no? All you have to do is to consider the basic guidelines, parts nga dapat ma-package ang imong e-flexfolio based on the given package. So kanilang man siguro ang tanan, no? Balikan lang sana ko ning points. Overall points about all those major assessment tasks is 400 points. Kung kaya makuha ang 400 points divided by it, ako na siyang ikuan para makuha ang grade percentage. So 400 basically that will equal to 100. So basically kung makuha na nimo nga grado 100% man na, di ba? Kung kaya, nganong di man ako ihatag ang 1, di ba? I seldom gave grades below 175. Siguro kung pagduy-bagduy na jud ka wa kay mahatag, di man jud ko mahatag sa og dos, hulatan ta ka nga ma-complete nimo i-INC lang sa taka, pero nganong kinahanglan pa man ka i-INC kung kaya ra trabahoon nga mahatag na ako sa imo ang flat 1, di ba? So ingana lang dapat nato seryosohon ang mabutang nga dapat atong tagahan og bili, no? Because you're aiming for excellence, we are aiming for excellence because you are in PNU, so dapat dili pud yung output, no? Everything is in place. Okay, these are just part of the syllabus that I would like to, to share with you. The rest, you can just read information about our course. Let me proceed to the schedule menu. Just for you to be reminded about the next synchronous meetings, so just visit our site. Now, our next synchronous meeting will be on week 3 on May 31 for the TF. No, just follow this schedule. We'll have our wellness break by June 13 to 18. The term ends on August 9. So, kapas-pas, diba? So, ano lang. I have 3 sections actually sa P3. So, kamo, 1 TF 10 to 12. As regards to the work text, click on that menu, this menu, and grab a copy of our toolkit. Everything is here. This is a self-paced toolkit. I believe kaya rin ninyo basahon, kaya rin sabton, pero kung naidili kaya sabton, nga gusto explain sa ako, you can have that, raise that concern next synchronous meeting, and I am very much happy to accommodate all those mga concerns. But if there are no concerns, ako na nang gi-assume nga wala problemang toolkit, nasabot, I will just put mo behind sa dapat masubmit nga very good ang output. Kaya ba lang mga pinaka-focus na ako. Remember, the very authentic assessment through your submitted output. Kung maayong output, ma-assess na mo nga sakto ang inyong pagtrabaho out of your audiences support, then everything is in place. Wala problema. So we can give you the correct points. Diba? I just put here the screenshot of the major assessment test para di jud makalimot nga mo lang yung ipanglabay dito sa atong classroom nga kinahanglan ma-submit. You can submit that until the memorandum nga mahatag na po next at the end of the term nga mag-extend sa submission. Like for example, sa term 2, na memorandum nga gi-release nga pwede pa until May 30 mag-submit. So, sa third term, moingon president na mag-end man tag August, moingon nga napay September 30 sa last na mag-submit, I can still accommodate all your submitted outputs. But please make sure you do not go beyond the deadline. Kasi so naman po nang mag-deadline of September 30. Sir, mag-submit ko sa December 30. Pwede pa. Lahin na ng istorya, no? I also included here some supplemental materials, no? In that part of katong sa principles of good eating habits, no? Na diri mga possible nga pwede na ko discuss na ko nili, no, in our synchronous meetings next nga mag-discuss about these matters. But I already included the materials here. There is a part sa atong Vortex. So everything is here already sa atong website. You can have a copy of our syllabus in the homepage. You can grab a copy of our toolkit in the work text on your notes. So later, once matang na ko ang link, you can access all the materials here. No? I will now stop my sharing. Can I just ask some clarifications from the group? If you have concern. Are you still here? Huy, 45 ka buok, 44 na ay. Wala dyan nakapas ang pila ang tulo. Lig-unra sa silingan, libre snack. Yes, Apollo, pwede dyan ninyong apilon ang imong silingan. No? Kaya para maka-snack ang apil. Ikaw pa pa-snack ko nila. Okay. Any more concerns so far? Nasabot ra ba ang dagan sa atong course? I hope you will just enjoy the course, no? Your active participation matters a lot. Just enjoy doing the activity. Dili ka nang napwersa ka, dapat motivated ka kay lisod kayo itrabaho ang mabutang nga kanang pwersado ka. Although you are motivated because of the grades, as expected because this is part of the course requirement, but I hope that you are actually doing the activity because behind the grades that you will be, of course, getting is the advantage of your fitness. Yes, Hanilet, you can include. Ayun ang mga nagkamang pang mga bata, ha? Kaya basig og nagkamang-kamang pa na imong ipasayaw, no? Safety and other considerations, although nana dito sa guidelines, nakaba-stipulate para guided ang gyapon ang tanan, no? Sige. Other concerns so far? Yes. Ano mga elementary? Pwede. Oo, mas mag-enjoy pa na sila. Any more? Kung sa inyong PE2, inyong mga classmate, inyong kauban kay no, sa akong manggod, sa akong section, katong katong part sa module nga kinahanglan ninyo i-perform ang wellness dance individually. Ang ubanihan nga, sir, can we have it with my classmates para mas ma-enjoy ko? Ako tong gitugutan. So karon ayo na gamita ang inyong mga classmate kay murag mabalik ang PE2. Kundi please invite other members of the family, imong mga uncle kung kaya, imong president, no? Imong mga ka-SK officials para mas bukat ang dating, mas na-impact ang imong pag-share sa fitness ni mga routine, no? This actually matters a lot. Yes, thank you for the reminder. Can I just ask the group to please open your camera? So we can take photos. Let me just see your faces kay first termer para bata nagkita. Kumusta naman mo dirang dapita?